Get ready to match the stars from the Blue Knight, George Kennedy, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, from MASH, Loretta Switz, from Family Feud, Richard Dawson, and from the Mary Tyler Moore Show, Betty White, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now, here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rivers.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you, friend. How kind of you to come. How kind of you to come, because we'd have egg on our faces if we weren't here. Let's say hello to Sandy Nagatani and Pat Young. We welcome both of you. Want to find out a little bit about each of you, and we'll begin with Pat Young and have you tell us the story of your life in 8 seconds or so.
Well, I'm from Newport Beach. I'm a bachelor, and I'm involved with real estate throughout the United States.
Okay, it's all right with me.
That's the best I could do.
All right. And good luck to Pat. How about you, Sandy?
I'm from Delano in San Joaquin Valley, and I'm a student at UCLA. And I'm a member of the Sigma Kappa sorority.
Okay, Sandy, good luck to you, too. Now, here on Match Game PM, we'll give each of you 3 chances to match as many of our celebrities as you can. And the one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner. We'll go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $10,000. Wow. Well, here we go. Pat, you have a choice here of A or B.
A.
A, he says. He says A.
Hey, poor bleeding blimey.
Hey, that TV show, Big Event,
Yeah?
you know, it's really getting dull. Last week, their big event was home movies of Howard Cosell blanking his toupee. That's some big event, huh? Home movies of Howard Cosell blanking his toupee. Nothing personal, Charles.
Hello, dear.
I'm wearing basic blue. May I borrow your pearls?
Certainly.
Yeah, thank you.
They look so nice with that. You
Yeah.
really enjoy it.
They do go well with blue, don't they?
Certainly
Yes.
Yes, you hold that for just a second. Thank you very
I
much.
wish I had a nice purse for you, but I left it upstairs.
Well, with basic blue, I just forgot my pearls there. All right, here we go. Pat Young. That TV show Big Event is really getting dull. Last week, their big event was home movies of Howard Cosell blanking his toupee.
Washing his toupee.
Washing his toupee. He says, washing his toupee. What do you say to that?
I'm a think I got a match. Cleaning his...
Cleaning and washing is a match indeed. Thank you.
Oh,
Just the effect I needed.
Oh,
Just for a moment there. Now, what do you say to that? He says washing is what he's after.
Ethel Merman gave me these.
How
The
nice.
pearls, not the others.
Right.
I said gluing on his...
Gluing on his toupee. How about you, Charles?
You're the guy that wore the beads earlier?
Yeah, that's me. You gonna make something of it?
Yeah, you're sissified. I said putting on his.
Putting on. Putting on is not washing.
No.
The big event last week is really getting dull. Home movies of Howard Cosell, blanking his toupee, and he said washing.
Combing?
Combing, not washing. Nice answer, isn't it? But
I matched someone
doesn't
out
match
there.
Pat Young. Match someone, some weirdo in the
Thank
audience
you.
there. How about you, Richard?
Well, I guess I matched one of the ding-dongs up there. I said gluing.
Gluing.
Yeah. That is an emotional experience to watch him do it.
Yes. Blues, yeah. He takes a tube, squeezes it right down there, doesn't he? Yeah. Bing. Yeah. How about you there, Betty?
Well, close.
What do you got there?
Brushing.
Brushing, yeah. You had the I-N-G, so Pat Young, that's
Close
one
one.
for you. At least you're on the scoreboard. Sandy, are you ready for yours?
Yep.
Shirley said, my husband, the movie star, is a movie star 24 hours a day. Even on our honeymoon, he brought along a blank.
What?
My husband, the movie star, is a movie star 24 hours a day. Even on our honeymoon, he brought along a blank. Okay.
These pens off because they don't work, so they put them right back in again. Isn't
Yeah.
that clever on them?
Well, do you need another one? Here, I'll get
Yes,
you
now
one.
maybe this
There's
one.
a spare.
Oh, this one.
That one works fine.
Thank you.
Is that the one that doesn't work? Let me take that.
Neither of them.
Well, let me take those and I'll throw those away.
Oh,
They don't
wonderful.
work.
Thank you. You're
Right.
a marvelous human being.
These don't work.
They're all worn to a
dear.
frazzle.
Oh, that's too bad. That's a shame.
You're
Ready?
so neat.
Here we go. Sandy. Shirley said, my husband, the movie star, is a movie star 24 hours a day. Even on our honeymoon, he brought along a blank.
Script.
A script.
What she said?
She said a script. What'd you say, George?
No.
script?
I thought he might have needed a little direction.
A director. That's a very cute answer. George, what do you say?
All I can say is what Jack brought along on ours. Worked like magic till he left.
Charles?
I said a camera.
A camera. Okay. Brett said a director also, and she said it worked for her. My husband, a movie star, 24 hours a day. Even on our honeymoon, he brought along a script, according to Sandy.
No, I said a resume.
A resume. That's what actors do. They carry these resumes around.
Well,
Yes.
first I wrote starlet, and then I thought that wouldn't be what.
Starlet didn't know. Starlet would have been cute, though.
But a big star never goes anywhere without his stand-in.
A stand-in.
That's
Okay. This is a really big star. Betty, what do you say?
He's a really big star. When I told Richard his answer, he agreed.
Yes, So there we are at the end of round one, 1-0 in favor of Pat Young. Round two coming up in a moment or so after this. Two, we'll push this button, reveal the two questions. Pat, you're ahead, so you go first.
I think I'll try B this time.
B is what he wants. George, you lay out. The rest of you respond to this, if you would, please. Colonel Sanders is getting absent-minded. Last night, he kissed his chicken and he blanked his wife. Okay. Now, here we go with Pat Young. Pat, Colonel Sanders is getting absent-minded. Last night, he kissed his chicken, and he blanked his wife.
Plucked.
He plucked his wife. Right, so, Brett, I believe Pat Young has come up with a definitive answer. They were judging from the audience reaction.
Am I the first? Oh,
You're the first, because he matched him in the first round, yes.
Well, would you believe he plucked her?
He plucked his wife, okay? Charles.
He pressure cooked.
He pressure cooked.
no.
Put her in the pressure cooker.
No.
Turned on the heat. Kissed his chicken, and he
Deep fried his wife.
deep fried his wife. There. What do you say to that, Richard?
Just plucky, I guess.
Yeah. So Pat's up to 3. What have you got on that card?
So close. Fried.
Fried. Okay, so he's up to 3 now. And Sandy, listen carefully now. They're getting easier, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Harvey the Undertaker used to be a dog trainer. And that's why he teaches all the corpses to blank. Harvey the Undertaker used to be a dog trainer, and that's why he teaches all the corpses to blank.
Don't look at my card, Richard.
You tell him, fat lady.
Don't look at my card.
Okay, very good. Good. Here we come.
I'll trade you. I like yours better.
Now, Sandy, Harvey the Undertaker used to be a dog trainer, and that's why he teaches all the corpses to...
Roll over and play dead.
There it is. Now that little girl come up with the perfect answer, I believe.
Yeah, but I didn't have it. I thought the bark.
Bark, really? Okay, what do you say?
I say, let's all go find ourselves a coffin and play dead.
Play dead, that's one for her. Charles?
Play dead.
Play dead, that's two for her. Score is now 3-2. He's catching up to you, Pat Young. He used to be a dog trainer, and that's why he teaches all the corpses to...
Roll over and play dead.
Roll over and play dead. Heard that word. 3-3.
A corpse doesn't have to play dead, does it? Isn't that kind of redundant?
It is. It's a little...
A really smart undertaker.
Yes.
Teach them to dig. Hey? You dig, Gina?
Yeah, I dig you. What do you got there, Betty?
Don't you wish you'd looked at my card?
No, I don't want to.
Right there. So now, 4-3 to score. Sandy is ahead at the end of round 2. We'll go to round 3, and since you are ahead, Sandy, we'll ask you to go first this time.
A, please.
A it is. Here we go. George plays, and Richard plays. Everyone else does not.
Don't look at my card.
I want to.
Horrible Hannah said to the art teacher, "I'm an artist." And he said, "Horrible Hannah, the only thing you can draw is blank." Horrible Hannah said to the art teacher, "I'm an artist." And he said, "Horrible Hannah, the only thing you can draw is blank."
Oh, I got it.
You got
I
it?
wish I were playing.
You got it? Right.
Better.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Better.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Horrible Hannah said to the art teacher, "I'm an artist." And he says, "Horrible Hannah, the only thing you can draw is..."
A line. I don't know.
You drew a blank on it, so you have to say something. What did you say? A line? A line. Well, Sandy? Do you have a good answer in your mind? All right, if he says your answer, applaud.
Is that it, Fly?
Fly. Have you heard of the expression, all you can draw is flies? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
What have you got there?
I said all she could draw was her salary.
Okay.
Or salary.
Now, Pat, you know what you have to do? You have to match 1 to tie and 2 to win. Here we go. Charles?
Yo.
Ready? Here we go. The captain of the firing squad said, "That last condemned man was strange. Instead of putting his hands over his eyes, he put them over his blank."
I can understand that. When you get nervous and everything.
Go ahead. That last condemned man was strange. Instead of putting his hands over his eyes, he put them over his blank.
First you have to wake up, sweetheart, before you...
I'm thinking.
Thinking.
Why don't you tell us about Ethel Merman's pearls again?
Are you ready, Loretta, my dear? Yes, you are. And Betty is ready. And Charles.
Betty is ready?
Betty is ready. It's baby talk there.
Oh.
Okay, Charles. The captain of the firing squad said that last condemned man was strange. Instead of putting his hands over his eyes, he put them over his...
Loins.
Loins.
Or a reasonable fence.
Some rat little Sandys.
That's right. Charles, he said loins.
Ears.
Ears is good.
Yours is good.
Ears is a good
But it's
response.
not a match.
Loins is good too, but it hadn't occurred to me.
Loins.
Yeah. Well, it had occurred to me, but I didn't know how to say it.
Yeah.
What did you say?
You gotta
It
read
occurred
between
to
the
me,
lines.
too.
Read between the lines.
It occurred to me too. I said mouth.
Mouth. Now you must match Betty to stay in the game and achieve a tie. Let's see if it happens. Betty?
No, I don't wish I had looked at your card, but I'm sorry I can't. I said ears.
Ears. So that means Sandy Nagatani wins the game. Good, you stand right there in that adhesive tape. Pat, it was a pleasure to meet you.
It was a pleasure.
You're going to be receiving a lot of gifts from Match Game PM. Thank you very much. Pat Young, there he goes. While we're spinning him off, we want to spin some messages just for you. Now, here we are. This little lady is on her way to some big money. We all hope now. It's time for the Big Money Super Match. You can win over $10,000 here. Now, to do that, we have 2 audience matches for you, and I want to point out to you that whatever you win in these audience matches, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10, and that will be the final amount you'll be playing for. Here we go now. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank-minded. Now, the answer that bunch gave most frequently will get you $500 if you match it. If you match the second most popular answer, you get $250, and then it's $100 if you match their third most frequently given response. 3 of our 6 celebrities are allowed to help by suggesting answers, and you can call on them now.
Richard?
What do you say, Rich?
I forgot my answer. So absent-minded.
Absent-minded is one.
Brett?
What Charles is. Simple-minded.
Simple-minded.
Charles?
Oh, I'm not going to give you a straight line like that.
He's thinking, friends.
What Brett is? Feeble-minded.
That's why I didn't get it.
Now you have feeble-minded, you have simple-minded, and you have absent-minded. Those are the 3 the celebrities have given you. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own entirely.
How about absent-minded?
Absent-minded is a good one. The one that Richard gave you. Let's find out if it's up there. And if it is there, where is it? That's the question. Let's begin down at the bottom, and we'll reveal the $100 response. Simple-minded. All right, that's the one that Brett gave you. That's off to a good start, I hope. Let's take a look at the $250 response. Narrow-minded. That's not bad now that I see it. All right, last chance for absent-minded. Slide it, Earl.
Yes! Got it! Congratulations!
Good girl. Now, you've got $500 there, which means the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Stand on the adhesive tape. That's it. And we're going to see now, Sandy, how much more money you'll win with this second audience match. Go. Blank squad. All right? Let's see what good answers we'll get from our celebrity.
Richard?
Absence.
The Mod Squad.
Mod Squad.
Betty?
Well, I've some of my best friends, the Vice Squad.
The Vice Squad.
Charles?
Feeble, no. Oh, yeah. The last guy in the firing squad we had before.
Firing Squad.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
cute.
So we've got
Hello.
Firing Squad and we've got Mod Squad.
Hi, Ma.
Mod Squad, Vice Squad, Firing Squad. You want one of those?
Sure.
Which one?
Mod Squad.
You want the Mod Squad? All right. She makes up her mind very quickly, doesn't she? You're a very kinetic person. Stand on the adhesive tape. All right. Let's see if we get the Mod Squad under the $100 response. Firing Squad was Charles' answer.
Thank you.
All right. Step down. Now, let's see if we get the Mod Squad under the $250 number. Vice Squad. Only Vice for $250, eh? Okay. Mod, are you under the $500 number? Yes, you are. Holy mackerel. Good girl. All right. You won another 500. Multiply that by 10 makes another 5,000, and add that to the previous 5,000. You've got a pot of $10,000 to shoot for. Now, to collect it, you've got to match one of them. This will have to be an exact match, and you have to choose one now.
Richard Dawson.
Okay, Richard Dawson. Stand on the adhesive tape. That's it.
Good luck.
All right, good luck to you. Get your ESP flowing in his direction so he writes the answer that you're thinking of. Ready? Here we go. Blank snake. S-N-A-K-E. Blank snake. All right, he's finished, Sandy. What answer would you like to give us now, which you think will match his? Get you the $10,000. Blank snake. Blank snake. Blank snake.
All I can think of is cobra.
Cobra. Well, she thought of that because we got so many of them around here, especially around CBS. What do you say that she says Cobra will match you for $10,000? What do you say to that? Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake. That's the great American snake. Well, Sandy, I'm sorry you didn't win the $10,000, but you did indeed win $1,000, and that's pretty good. Thank you very much, Sandy Nagatani. We'll be back in a moment, right after these messages. Listen, I hope to see all of your beautiful bodies on this stage on another occasion in the near future, because you were just dandy.
So
George,
you, especially
thank you.
with the pearl.
Look forward to seeing George Kennedy on the Blue Knight, and this pretty lady on MASH, Loretta Swit, is marvelous in that part. And this, of course, this marvelous lady you see on the Mary Tyler Moore Show, and this good-looking, peachy kid, snappy dress. Stand up and show him your
suit, he has
total.
a new reversible vest.
I've never seen you so ensemble. Look at this. Stand straight up. Stand straight up. Look at that. The vest matches and everything. Watch for this suit on Family Feud. This suit will appear next. That's enough of that. Gene Rayburn here. Join us next week for more big cash prizes here on Match Game PM. Goodbye.
Get ready to match the stars. Avery Schreiber, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Barbara Rose, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Bunny Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson and friends, who I gather here today. Nice bunch, right? Got a nice bunch there and a dandy bunch up here.
Yes, I've been called many things.
You're all beautiful and gifted people.
It's excellent color combination.
Thank you. You see, there's just a slight hint of
I saw
orange
that.
stripe
It's
in the suit. And
lovely.
Dayton Anderson figured a little orange from here would... am I an ensemble?
Very nice.
Thank you.
Ensemble.
Dayton Anderson.
Well, you just dropped a name, Cat. We know
Well, I
who
thought
he
everybody
is.
knew who Dayton Anderson was. Who is Dayton?
I know.
No, I
No,
never.
Dayton Anderson
That
is...
person that spends all his time in your dressing room.
That's right. He puts all of my outfits together, and he's a very gifted guy. Let's say hello to Pat Geyer now and to Christy Piper. Applause, applause, applause. Pat is our current champ. She has $2,850. That makes her very happy. Her home is Denver, Colorado, right?
Right.
Now, here is Christy Piper, who's had her first round question match one of our celebrities. Are you ready for to carry on
Ready.
here? Okay, we'll see how this game turns out after we do a little business with you. Here we go. Boing, boing. Now, this is the other round one question. She had hers yesterday, or whenever it was, and Pat Geyer, this is yours. Did you hear about the mad scientist who crossed a Greyhound dog with a Greyhound bus?
No.
Shall I tell you about it?
You think he was mad?
Now he has the world's only Greyhound dog with a blank. Crossed a Greyhound dog with a Greyhound bus. Now he has the world's only Greyhound dog with a blank.
Got it.
I will adjust my microphone cable while I'm waiting. Why do I have to have this big heavy coupling that I'm dragging around with me now? You never used to have that here. Mark Breslow, why is that? Tell me, I want an explanation immediately. I don't like to carry all of this junk around with me. You
don't have to, sweetheart. You
I'm
can
a very
quit.
mobile person. All right, now, Pat Geyer, did you hear about the mad scientist who crossed a Greyhound dog with a Greyhound bus? Well, now he has the world's only Greyhound dog with a blank.
Driver?
Greyhound
Driver.
dog with a driver. Okay?
I'm torn.
They're not too thrilled with her answer. What have you got?
Well, I've got the only Greyhound dog with a John in the back.
With a John. What are you saying?
I said motor.
The world's only Greyhound dog with a motor.
You don't like that?
That's not bad.
Well, you have to make
I don't
some
know.
comment or else
Yeah.
I feel rejected.
Okay.
Motor.
Not bad.
Thank you.
Right. What does it say there, Charles?
Dayton Anderson quit CBS Network.
Why? What's
Because
it?
of the insult of Miss Betty White on nationwide television, he has gone to work for Peter Marshall at another network. And he says that dressing Mr. Rayburn was not as easy as it appeared. His body was slightly on the weird side. Well, listen to what her These things
Doesn't
happen
say
in
any of
showbiz.
that in here. You rat.
Too long, I'll cut it tomorrow. And he had an exhaust pipe, you know where.
Now he has the world's only Greyhound dog with an exhaust pipe, you know where.
Is that what I have to match?
No, you got to match the answer that Pat said, which was driver.
Oh, well, I said restroom.
Restroom, right. So far we have two of those. And now, what do you offer?
Another restroom.
Oh.
That's two restrooms.
That's three.
One for men and one for women.
Yes.
One for dog.
And one for dogs, right.
I love Dayton Anderson. I just got mixed up. It's you who wear Brett's clothes. I can't help getting mixed up like
Oh,
that.
no, I don't wear clothes. Well, once in a while I slip on a bra,
He
something
wears-
like that,
No, Greyhounds are known for their speed, so I said with a speedometer.
The world's only Greyhound dog with a speedometer. Very good answer there.
Why is that better than motor?
Well, because, as she said, Greyhound dogs are known for their speed. I don't know. Don't ask me to lead some logic into this whole mess. Here's the second and final round. 1-0 to score in favor of the challenger. Christy, you may have A or B.
A, please.
A. That's this one, the triangular one. Right. Bonnie said, "Let me tell you about my plumber. He's so mean when I didn't pay my bill, he sent over 2 guys and they blanked my toilet." That's how mean he is.
I'm glad
Didn't pay my bill, sent over 2 guys, they blanked my toilet.
Let me see.
Here you go.
There's no answer to that, is there?
No comment.
Oh, that happened to me.
All right, here we go. Christy Piper. Bonnie said, let me tell you about my plumber. He's so mean. When I didn't pay my bill, he sent over 2 guys and they blanked my toilet.
Took out.
Took out my toilet. Do not be too hasty. Some of the weirdos might have said the same thing. All right, Avery.
He was so mean. This never happened to me, Charles. He plugged my toilet.
Plug the toilet.
My toilet will be on January 17th.
What do you say?
Stepped up. Stopped up my toilet.
Stopped up there. It's 2 of those. She's looking for a removal, total removal.
God, you're cold and hard. Closed.
Closed. Okay. None there. All right, Christy, let's see what we get for you down here. Took out was her response, Barbara.
No, they clogged it.
Clogged it up. I didn't pay my bill. He sent over 2 guys, and they took out my toilet.
They plugged it.
Oh, they plugged it. Okay, bang.
Shot it.
So there we are. Now, when we come back from this commercial, all you have to do is match 1 to tie and 2 to win. Let's see how this game ends after this. You caught me unawares there. Now, let's finish. Pat, are you ready?
Ready.
All right, listen carefully now. 1 to tie and 2 to win. On the Chain Gang, when Christmas came around, Muggsy the convict didn't have a stocking, so he hung his blank over the fireplace. On the Chain Gang, when Christmas came around, Muggsy the convict didn't have a stocking, so he hung his blank over the fireplace.
That's a very moving story.
Yes, it is.
Sweet.
Right. Okay.
I'm finished.
Good.
Gee, I don't know. Can you...
Get away.
That's fine. Right. Oh, here we go. And now we come to Pat Geyer. On the Chain Gang, when Christmas came around, Muggsy the convict didn't have a stocking, so he hung his blank over the fireplace.
Ball.
Ball. All right. Yes.
You walk funny.
Chestnuts roasted.
There it is. High score. 1 more, and she wins the game.
Well, I've never been in a chain gang, so I don't have a ball. But that's what I am.
That wins the game. What's the rest of your hand? Okay. Christy Piper, you have a grand total of $7,600, which you won your previous appearance here, and I'm glad you had the chance to come back here and meet us once again. Christy Piper, ladies and gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Okay. Now, Pat, this is your second trip up here. You know how it goes, so let's get right to it. We polled the studio audience not too long ago, and we said, you write down your best answer to this. Duke of blank. Remember, now you get $500 if you match the answer they gave most frequently. For matching the second most popular answer, you get $250. And then for matching the third most popular answer, you get $100. 3 of our 6 celebrities will help you.
Barbara.
Oh, how about the Duke of Kent?
The Duke of Kent.
Yes.
Oh, I knew her well.
Avery.
The Duke of Earl.
The Duke of Earl.
Charles.
Thanks, baby.
Nothing, hon.
I would have never known. We can't let this be showing all the time to the nation. Duke of Windsor.
Duke of Windsor. So there you have the Duke of Earl, the Duke of Kent, and the Duke of Windsor. Remember again your option here. You may choose one of those or think up one of your own.
My first thought was Earl.
The Duke of Earl. Okay. All right. That was a song, right?
Yes.
Right.
I remember.
No. Well, the Earl of Sandwich is the one reputedly who invented the sandwich. But I don't know. I don't know what's going to be up there. This is a very interesting one to me. Let's begin at the bottom and reveal a $100 response. Duke of Wellington. Oh, listen, he was very big for a while there, but now who remembers him?
Indeed.
May we see the $250 response? Duke of Windsor is the answer that came up there from Charles. Last chance for the Duke of Earl. Here we go. Earl, you got it. Good for you. Avery. What a boy. Now, you know what that means? You're playing for the big one, $5,000. We want to give you that money again, Pat, but you got to match one exactly. You got to choose one now.
My friend Richard.
Okay.
Duke of Edinburgh.
Duke of Edinburgh. I'm sorry, you're just one step behind us, sir. Would you march a little faster? We must all march to the same drummer here, Stan.
Royal blood, you know.
What's that, sir?
It's royal blood.
It's royal. Oh, of course.
9 generations.
Yeah.
Just
good luck,
dash of
Pat.
Viking.
Ready? Blank. Sausage. Blank sausage. Blank sausage. Blank sausage. He ready? Pat, what do you say to that? To match him and collect that $5,000. Blank sausage.
Pork.
Pork sausage. I don't know. They're not sure because we really didn't get much of a response from them. Richard, she says pork sausage will match you.
No, I thought of Polish sausage.
Polish sausage. Very good.
And
I was trying to think of it, but I couldn't remember it. There. Anyway,
Spaghetti with
Pat, you've got $3,450 as a total at this moment, and we're going to meet another player in a moment. But right now, we want to do a little business with America.
Today's consolation prizes are first. A Master Mechanic Shop Vac picks up water or dry materials inside or out. Master Mechanic Shop Vac exclusively from True Value Hardware Store. And a warming tray and a supply of Golden Grain macaroni and cheddar dinners with enriched elbow macaroni and creamier cheddar cheese from Golden Grain. And an assortment of exciting Maybelline eye, face, and nail cosmetics featuring new nail color that decks and colors nails instantly by Maybelline. And a radio and a supply of Blue Ribbon Colossal Pistachios grown in California, sweeter and larger. It's the Love Nut Colossal Pistachios. Blue Ribbon is nuts. So let's laugh again with Gene Rayburn.
Okay, Johnny Olson, thank you. Let's all welcome Joe Kennedy. Hey, Joe. Oh, where are you from, Joe?
I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I deal poker there.
You deal poker?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
They're in here.
Oh, they're in there. I see. Okay. You've been doing that a long time?
28 years.
What is a cardinal rule for a good poker player to remember?
Play very seldom.
That's right. No, that's true. A good poker player will play only about one every 5 or 6 hands, won't he? He'll fold more often, won't he?
Oh, much more than 1 out of 5 or 6.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. If you play 3 hands an hour, you're lucky.
No kidding.
Yeah, if you're playing no limit. Now, if you're playing limit for matches, who cares? You play every hand.
Yeah. Now, the odds are with the house, aren't they?
The house does not participate in poker. They only take a percentage of the pot, and the players play amongst themselves.
I see. I'm not a gambler, so I didn't know. That's very interesting to find out.
Never knew that.
I wouldn't bet on
right.
that.
All right, Joe, good luck to you. May we have your selection here of A or B?
B.
B. The odds on B are 8 to 1. Now, if you had chosen A, it would have been 3 to 1, so. Here we go. Frank is such a rotten fisherman.
Really?
Yeah. It's very, very different. Frank is such a rotten fisherman. He has a picture on his wall of him posing next to a blank. It's a rotten fisherman, you see. Picture on the wall of him posing next to a blank.
What's in the paper?
What's in the paper, Charles?
It's a beautiful picture of Betty White and Dayton Anderson reunited in court. He forgives her, and she made the announcement that in the spring she will be again on the Carol Burnett Show and wear some of Gene Rayburn's clothes.
Now, wait a minute. Betty White is going to be on the Carol Burnett Show?
It says right here.
Does it say, is there a date up there?
Early spring.
Early spring.
I think that's wonderful. Thank you, and thank you for getting. Listen, may I have the other one? I don't look good in blue and orange.
Okay, you can wear the other. Look, you haven't written an answer yet?
I was busy
You're listening
listening about Betty White being on the Carol
Frank
Burnett
is such
show.
a rotten fisherman. He has a picture on his wall of him posing next to a blank.
Your cue was late.
See what I got to put up with, Joe?
Yeah.
You think life is hard? Dealing poker all day for 28 years? Look at this. Frank is such a rotten fisherman. He has a picture on his wall of him posing next to a
Sardine.
sardine. He said sardine. Sardine.
Don't play against him. Sardines.
Sardine. I said the odds are 8 to 1. I'm wrong. Hello, Brett.
As I understand it, Carol Burnett is not thrilled at the thought of Betty White being on the show, but there's nothing she can do about it. Sardine.
Sardine. I am thrilled every time Betty White is on our show.
I took it a step further.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can of tuna fish.
Can of tuna fish. Splendid answer. All right. Sardine is what we're after here, Barbara Rhodes.
Do you know there's no such fish as a sardine?
That's true. Now, this is interesting. You may categorize it as trivia.
Yes.
Tell them what sardines really are.
Sorry, I don't know. They're just any little fish that fits in the can.
Whales.
No. I mean, there's no fish called a sardine.
No, there is no fish called a sardine. Before the sardine gets into a can, it's called a herring.
Ah.
That's exactly true.
And it's west of Los Angeles.
That's true. Yeah. West of Los Angeles only.
Barring that fact, I wrote sardine.
Oh, look at this, Joe.
I didn't know that.
I thought Joe was going to fall on his face with that
Was he nervous?
answer. And he's so far he's gotten 3.
Before sardine gets in the can, it's known as a herring.
Right.
Just the way you change your name when you get married, is that how he becomes a sardine?
That's right.
Marries a sardine can.
Well, they didn't know what to call it after they got it in the can, so they said, let's call
Well,
it...
they call it canned herring.
I didn't start this whole... I didn't invent the whole thing. I don't know. I've never
I
canned a
happen to
sardine
know
in my life.
before they're called sardines, they're known as shrimps.
Shrimp. Yeah. Small fish.
That's
Yeah.
their maiden name.
Right. What are you doing there?
I'll play these.
All right.
Can of tuna.
Can of tuna. Listen, that's not bad for a first-round question. 3, Pat. Let's see if you can catch up. George is so tall, he's the only man in the world with a full-size tattoo of blank on his chest. He is so
Oh,
tall.
have I got it?
Only man in the world with a full-size tattoo of blank on his
Don't
chest.
look at my answer.
Full-size tattoo.
Perfect.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that a wonderful
Right.
answer? What did you-
Good. Oh, you're a good bunch. Splendid. Pat Geyer. George is so tall, he's the only man in the world with a full-size tattoo of blank on his chest.
Giraffe.
A giraffe. It's a tall
Maybe.
animal. There are other tall things in this world. Avery, say one.
I didn't have a giraffe. I had Mount Etna.
Mount Etna.
Aye.
That's tall.
That's tall.
Yes.
That's a very good
That's
answer,
very
but I
tall.
still like my answer. I have to say that up front.
She likes her answer, so don't boo her.
That's right. Don't boo me because I like my Wilt Chamberlain.
He's tall. That's a good answer. They like your answer.
They
Have you got a good
taste.
answer, too?
You bet you kid.
Oh.
The Washington Monument.
That's tall. Anything tall is a good response here, Barbara. Show us something tall. Stand up.
Very good. I think Brett's answer is wonderful.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah. He's a little
Pat
strange.
is looking
that
for a
guy.
giraffe, Richard. A tall animal.
Al Wilto.
Wilt Chamberlain. He's a tall animal. Yeah. Yes.
King Kong.
King Kong is tall. Yeah. So there we are at the end of round 1, 3-0 score. Favor Joe Kennedy there. Round 2 coming up after this. Now, we don't have time to do another question, but we'll look forward to seeing both of you next time we are all gathered here together. Now, don't forget, you don't have an exact date when you're going to appear on the Carol Burnett Show, do you?
Well, we're just taping it now, so
I see.
it'll probably
Sometime
be
soon.
March.
And what kind of goofiness are you going to do, do you know?
I'm not going to tell you. You have to look.
All
She's
right.
cleaning up.
Yeah.
She didn't mean she was acting on it. She meant she was working on it. Janitoress.
No, I don't believe that. I
Don't
don't believe
ask
it.
her. See if
What's
she
Carol
lies her
Burnett's
way
new
out.
time now? She's on what?
She's
Sunday
on
night?
Sunday night at 10.
Sunday night at 10 o'clock. Okay. Thank you, one and all. You are just splendid. I shall look forward to seeing all of your bodies next time we are gathered on this stage of these venerable, hallowed halls here. Gene Rayburn, goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 78, a Mark Goodson, Bill Shotman production. Get ready to match the stars. Gary Crosby, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Mary Wicks, Richard Dawson, and Fanny Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 78. And now, here's the star of Match Game 78, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny O. Thank you, friends, for joining us. Come over here. Hello there.
Someplace there's a horse who's very chilly.
Anyone else have any jokes about the jacket before we go on?
horse right here.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Paul Revere.
I got the horse right here. His name is Paul Revere.
And there's a guy who says if the weather is clear, can do.
We can take this on the road, can't we?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Could I have $2 on the nose, please?
Let's say hello to Pat Sawyer and Lynette Rabine. Pat is our current champ. She's won $100. And she had that audience match that was kind of strange, wasn't it, Pat?
Yeah.
But you recovered from that, haven't you?
Yeah.
You ready to carry on?
Sure am.
Okay, we're in the middle of a game. At the end of round one, Lynette has matched one celebrity. You've matched two, so therefore the score is 2-1. I figured that out all by myself with no help from anyone. I will carry on right after this message for you. All right, here we go. Round two. This is the final round. And Lynette, again, you have a choice of A or B.
A again, Gene.
A again. All right. One person was matched last time by Lynette. Who is that?
Uncle Charles.
Charles.
Of course, Mr.
No.
Perfect.
There
Peter
you are.
Perfect.
Thank you for your alertness over there. Okay. Here we go. Nothing. Sherry said, I'm not sure it was a good idea marrying a hockey player. When we left the church, instead of throwing rice, his teammates threw blanks. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but if you shout out answers the way you've been doing, it may be a rotten answer. May not, but it may be. And you might be misleading one of our contestants here. Okay, Lynette, here we go. Sherry said, I'm not sure it was a good idea marrying a hockey player. When we left the church, instead of throwing rice, his teammates threw blanks.
The thing they swing hockey stick? Is that
Hockey stick.
the... No.
No.
A lot of hockey
You
lovers
see,
out there.
you didn't hear the person who shouted out the good answer, did you? Oh, you didn't? I see. Well, I heard it. I guess you didn't. There is a little better answer than that, although that's an acceptable one and not a bad one.
Well, it's my object in life to please you. Let's see if this is it. Pucks.
Pucks. Hockey pucks. You know what a hockey puck is? You know what a hockey puck is?
Don Rickles.
No. Is that a thing you stick on the ground?
What's that, Lynette?
Is that what they hit?
That's a little round black disc they hit. That's called a hockey puck.
Okay.
Oh, Lynette. Hello there.
Explaining these things, you're in trouble.
What do you say?
She's got to learn to listen better like I do, Puck.
Okay. Now, Mary, we come to you. instead of throwing rice, his teammates threw hockey sticks.
Lynette has led a cloistered life.
Yes, she has.
They threw pucks.
Hockey pucks. Okay. There's a puck. Now listen, you've got to match Fanny to stay in the game and achieve a tie.
Oi.
Hockey puck. So that means Pat wins the game. Well, Lynette, it was a pleasure to meet you. We have many, many gifts coming your way. 1,000 hockey pucks for Lynette Rabine. Thank you very much. Goodbye, Lynette. So, Pat, now you're doing it the hard way. You're getting there little by little. You got $200 now, but again, you got a shot at the big money. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah?
We polled the studio audience and we said, you write down your best answer to this. Solid blank. Remember, it's $500 for matching their most popular answer, and for matching the second most popular, it's $250, and for matching the third most popular, $100. Now, 3 of our 6 celebrities will help you.
Fanny. Solid gold!
Quit when you're ahead, according to the audience there.
I was going to say something else, but I will refrain. Refrain? Yeah.
Refrain from
I was
saying.
going to say something else, but I won't say it because maybe someone else will say it.
Solid gold is your answer. Okay, here we go.
Richard?
All right, I'll say it. Solid gold Cadillac.
That was a famous Broadway play and a wonderful one.
Brett?
Just a minute, dear. I'm going to see. I want to do very
Now
well
watch.
by
She's
it.
going to look at it and say she doesn't like it. There.
Wait a minute. Let's look over here.
She's a hard thinker, isn't
Solid state.
she? Solid state.
Solid state.
Solid state is the circuitry they use in all modern electronics these days.
Of course they
And
do.
it's a result of the space age. Okay. So those are the 3. Solid state, solid gold Cadillac, and solid gold. Now again, Pat, you know what you have to do here. Choose one of those or give us one of your own.
Solid gold.
Solid gold is what you want. 14 karat?
Yeah.
Okay. May we see the $100 response, if you please? Solid rock. Solid rock. That's a musical phrase, right? What is that?
No, solid rock. Lord Charles's head is solid
solid rock. I see.
What the
Okay.
Puritans landed on.
May we see the $250 response? Solid state. There's the answer that Brett gave.
Thank you.
The answer that Brett stole. All right, last chance for solid gold. Here we go. Whoa! Congratulations. So Fanny gave you the solid gold with a little help from this audience who cut her off in mid-sentence there. Now, you won the $500, means you're going to be playing for 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Now, this is what you wanted to do, and here is your shot at it. We'll give you the money if you'll match one celebrity.
Richard.
Okay, good luck to you, Pat. Richard is ready. Face me if you would, please, and this is it. Worth $5,000. Blank jumper. J-U-M-P-E-R. Blank jumper. Pat, give us the answer that Richard has written on the card, and we give you $5,000. Blank jumper.
High jumper.
High jumper. Is that all you can think of?
That's it, yeah.
You know, I can't think of anything else either. I hope he couldn't think of anything else. All right, Richard. She says high jumper. We'll get her to the $5,000. It's up to you.
What do you use to start a car, Gene? when it's
Cable
back?
jumpers. Congratulations. You now have $5,700. Who's out there with you?
My husband and my friend. Right there?
All right, Pat Sawyer, $5,700, and we got a little business to do in America. Congratulations. Here we go. Hello there. Let's all welcome Mike Maddox. Hey, Mike. How do you feel, Mike?
Great.
Good.
Very happy to be here.
Well, we're delighted to have you here. Tell us anything you want to tell us about Mike Maddox.
Well, I'm from Sacramento, California.
Yeah.
I operate a music store, and I play tennis for a hobby, and I'm just very happy to be here.
Glad to have you. That's an interesting watch you have.
Yes, it is. You can.
The movement is exposed. I mean, you can. This. I mean, you can see his.
I can't see it.
You can
make
see
it better
his.
do it than you do the window.
Watch it. This is daytime.
That's it. There it is. Well, I guess you can't see it.
We can't see
Anyway,
it.
I can't see it.
that's just not a solid state. That's a regular old-fashioned wristwatch with the movement exposed. Okay, Mike. Good luck to you, sir. We'll ask you to make a selection here of A or B.
Choose A, please.
Why A?
That's the
not?
beginning of the alphabet.
I see.
This
You learn
man will go
something.
far.
Every day you learn something here.
Mike Maddox is doomed to greatness.
Mike, did you hear what happened to King Kong?
No, what happened?
I'll tell you what happened to King Kong. Right after he was drafted into the Army, he was court-martialed for blanking an officer. That's what happened to King Kong. Court-martialed for blanking an officer.
Blanking. Oh, I have that.
Yes.
Good.
Okay. Don't get hysterical now. I know it's your last week for a while. Oh, we're going to miss you so. Oh, you are? Oh, good.
For blanking an officer.
He was court-martialed for blanking an officer. Get your brain in high gear, Brett.
Oh, he was court-martialed for...
Blanking an officer.
For blanking an officer.
Right, got it.
Listen, Gene.
Yes.
You mean there's no face on his watch? It's just all works?
Well, where's the face?
Where's the face? Where are the numerals?
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. You mean you got to take your watch off to see
Well,
the time?
Pinkerton men are in the wings. It's okay.
Oh, there
What
it
is
is.
it? Where the face?
Isn't that interesting?
Son of a gun.
You can tell the time with it, too.
You see,
Wave goodbye to the
hands
watch,
are
Mike.
There, you look through, and there are the works.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
While
it's like
they're
a
examining your
transparent
watch,
face.
Mike, we'll ask
That's
the
a
question.
great watch.
Did
Maybe
you
if
hear
you
what?
save up, you can get a face.
Hold on just a second there, Buster.
What?
Where's the watch?
Old sticky
What
fingers
watch?
Dawson,
You
we
were the
call
last
him.
one to have it, Don.
Who's got the watch?
First it made Belmont.
All right, I'm going to frisk you one by one. All right. Stand up there and
Up on
spread
the
them.
wall, up on the
Spread
wall.
them. Get up against the wall. Spread your legs.
Look how he knows the position.
How could I frisk him?
Ah, don't stop. What do you mean, don't stop? You don't think I will, do you? Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Never shoot the suspect.
Wonderful.
Okay, Mike, I saved your watch. That'll be $50, please.
Thank you very much.
Did you hear what happened to King Kong? Right after he was drafted into the Army, he was court-martialed for blanking an officer.
Picking up an officer.
Oh, he was so big and tall, he just picked one of them up
All right.
by his bars.
That's the old Fay Ray syndrome right there.
That's right. What'd you say, Gary?
Kong didn't take too well to military discipline, so
No.
he was court-martialed for eating an officer.
For eating an officer.
Ate him right up.
Pick him up. Yes,
No,
ma'am?
This is a little-known fact about the attraction between Fay Ray and King Kong.
But
But he was dancing
with an officer.
He was leading. That was the original relationship between them.
Hey, Charles, what's it say there?
Says here, Gene, that the police have recovered that faceless watch and returned it to its proper owner in Burbank.
In Burbank, yes.
Boy, these stories are fantastic.
Yes,
Swinging with.
Swinging with King Kong was swinging, court-martialed for swinging with an officer. Mary, he said picking up an officer.
I know he did.
That's close to swinging with.
I know. He picked him up, but he ate him. He ate him.
Ate him. Knew him. Yes, sir, Richard. That's it. Eating an officer. What have you got there?
Eating.
Fanny says eating an officer, too. Okay. So, Mike was looking, well, I don't know how to go there. Pat, you ready for yours? Yeah. All right. Dumb Donald is so dumb, he thought 12 O'Clock High was a movie biography of blank. That's how dumb he was. Isn't this a good one?
12 o'clock high.
He's so dumb he thought 12 O'Clock High was a movie biography of 12 O'Clock High?
Oh, I know.
Got it.
I amuse myself with little odd things here.
Right. You have a short attention span, don't you?
I'm playing like I'm on an airplane. Well.
Don't say it yet, Pat, but I'll read it while he's finishing writing. Dumb Donald is so dumb, he thought 12 O'Clock High was a movie biography of...
Big Ben.
Big
Another way to
Ben.
go.
Big Ben. Terrific answer. I must say,
yes.
no one ever thought of that in the meeting.
No, I bet not.
What do you say?
I say Dean Martin, my friend.
Dean Martin. That seems to be the answer. Yes?
Oh,
Oh, there it is. That's two of those. All right, Charles. Now, if you point it...
When you try for special effects, it's difficult.
Very difficult. There. Love your glasses.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, here we come. Pat is looking for the answer. Big Ben. What do you say to this? 12 O'Clock High was a movie biography of...
A drunk.
A drunk.
Yes.
Any
Get
drunk.
it?
Right. Gotcha.
Okay.
Richard?
The Flying Wallendas.
The Flying Wallendas.
That's reaching.
Excellent.
There we go.
What do you
Oh,
say?
there we go.
I thought of Dean Martin.
Dean Martin
Yeah.
is the one.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
Dino.
So there we are at the end of round one. No score, but you will do better on round two. You will do better. Well, we have this for you.
Today's consolation prize is our first. A Blue Luster shampooer and new Blue Luster Plus carpet shampoo with grease cutters and brightness to remove ground-in dirt and grime. And Dremel's variable speed motor tool kit that lets you grind, sharpen, cut, sands, drills, and cars. Creative power tools for the whole family from Dremel. And Franciscan Sea Sculptures dinnerware. Timeless beauty and durability with the fragile look of China. 6 patterns of sand and white sea sculptures by Franciscan. And a set of snack trays from Bresler's 33 flavors ice cream shops around the corner and across the country. Certificates for delicious varieties of ice cream creations. More matches coming up with our star matchmaker, Dean Raybon.
Anything you say, Johnny O? Here we go. Round two. This is the final round. Mike again, A or B?
I think I'll choose A again, please.
A again. All right. Everybody plays.
Yes, of course.
Shirley said, my husband's motto is, we aim to please. He even hung a we aim to please sign over the blank.
Is there a good answer for that?
Yes. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
My husband's
what
motto
it
is,
is.
we aim to please. He even hung a we aim to please
Oh, I
sign
get it. Oh,
over the
honey, I
blank.
just got it. I was a little slow. Golly, am I sorry?
Right. We aim to please. Here we go. Mike Maddox. Shirley said my husband's motto is, we aim to please. He even hung a we aim to please sign over the blank.
Commode?
Commode. You know what a commode is? Okay. I was just checking with the judge to make sure he knows what a commode is. What do you say?
I hang out funny places. That's where I thought it always was. So to pick another place, I said over the waterbed.
Over the waterbed. Yeah. Right.
You know, they have fun.
That's
those
right.
people, sure.
Hello there.
I wish I knew that man. Over the bed.
Over the bed. Chuck?
You know, when I was a kid, my mother always used to say, well, did you go yet? Did you go to the commode? But I said toilet bowl.
Toilet bowl. So there's one for you, Mike. Yes, that's the traditional place to find it. Mary?
I'm so worried.
Why?
Well, I'm afraid the judges aren't going to see it my way. Over the bathroom.
Over the... Okay. Two for Mike. They gave it to you.
They gave it to us. We're
Right.
in business, Mike.
Okay, Richard.
My mother used to say that to me when I was small.
Really?
Did Charles go yet?
That's what I don't even know, Charles. John?
John is 3 for Mike.
I have a message for the men of America. Put that seat back down.
That's what my mother always said.
I remember when I was a little girl in the middle of the night. Oh!
Oh. So cold. Are you counting?
Yeah.
It's 4.
Right.
You need 4 to tie and 5 to win. All right? She's already got a grand piano for her husband and a little left over to pay some bills.
How do you know?
That's what she said she's going to do with her winnings.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Where were you last show? We made a public announcement
No, I
of that.
thought you were prying into
No, it was
her
in the
affairs.
papers and everything.
She may get a Victrola instead of a
No.
grand piano.
Here it is.
Yes.
When Irving parachutes from a plane, instead of shouting, Geronimo, Irving yells, blink. When Irving parachutes from a plane, instead of shouting Geronimo, he yells, blink.
Let me say when Irving jumped. Irving.
Oh, no, I guess he wouldn't. No, I better not.
May I go now, sir? Thank you.
I think
May I be excused?
I have a little poem in relationship to Fanny's answer.
Yeah,
Is there a man so clean and neat?
Oh,
He
her last.
remembers to put down the toilet seat.
Oh, yes. You're stepping on my mic cable.
Sorry about that,
Thank you.
sir.
It's perfectly all right. Are you ready? When Irving parachutes from a plane, instead of shouting Geronimo, he yells,
Look out below.
Look out below.
Yeah?
Yes. Well, at least you won $5,700. You can't have everything. She says, look out below. What do you say?
I got a feeling Irving wouldn't want to go.
No.
So I put he says, no, no.
No, no. Oh, well, you all lost sight of the operative word, Irving.
Yes, but
Help! You got to match everybody else now, Pat, to stay in the game and achieve a tie. Chuck?
I said big yellow feather.
Big yellow feather, so that means Mike Maddox win the game. What'd you have down here? Mazel tov. Oy vey! Perfect. Oh, terrific. Congratulations. All right, there, you would please, sir. Well, Pat, I'm glad you got your $5,700. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
Pat Sawyer, ladies and gentlemen. While we're spinning her off, we're going to spin a message or two just for you. Here we go. Gene Rayburn, join us next time, Match Game 78. Goodbye. Thank you.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 78. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Get ready to match the stars. Joey Bishop, Brett Somers, Charles Nelson Riley. From CPO Sharkey, Elizabeth Allen. From Family Feud, Richard Dawson. And Fannie Flagg, as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game PM. And now here's the star of Match Game PM, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson.
Thank you for joining us here.
My, oh my. They are ready and they are loaded, aren't they? Are they? Well, just cool it now. It's a pleasure to see all of you. I greet you. Shall we greet these people here, Keith Collins and Leslie Moravsky? Now, want to find out a little bit about each of you? We'll begin with you, Leslie.
Well, you pronounced my name right. That's fantastic.
Moravsky.
What would you like to hear?
Well, let's see now. Where are you from, for instance?
Hollywood, Florida.
Yeah.
Wherever that is.
And you live here temporarily or permanently?
No, I'm just visiting. I'm just out here for the show. I'm a stewardess.
Aren't we lucky to get you?
Oh, thank you.
You married?
Am I married? Yes, I'm married.
To what's his name, right?
What's his name? He's a pro actor. He's a nice guy.
Good guy. All right, Leslie, good luck to you. Let's
Thank
find
you.
out about Keith Collins.
Okay, I'm from Los Angeles, and I'm a professional rug maker. And I make some of the finest area rugs and wall tapestries in the entire world.
Oh, really? That's very interesting, Keith. We have one person in our group who's interested in rugs, but that's another story. Listen, here on Match Game PM, we'll give each of you 3 chances to match as many celebrities as you can, and the one who's done that most often at the end of the 3rd round will be the winner, and we'll go on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $10,000. I'll push a button here. Ask Leslie to make a selection.
I'll try A, please.
A is what you want. It's entirely her choice. Here we go.
Howdy.
Howdy. The Hollywood producer's secretary said, "My boss must really be desperate." I walked into his office, and he was lying on his casting couch with blank. That's how desperate he is. The Hollywood producer's secretary said, "My boss must really be desperate." I walked into his office, and he was lying on his casting couch with blank. Good. That's all right. Now, Leslie, the Hollywood producer's secretary said, "My boss must really be desperate." I walked into his office, and he was lying on his casting couch with...
The only reason this is terrible, the only reason I'm saying this is because it's been said so many times, and they always seem to pick on poor Brett, so I'm going to say Brett.
You're going to say Brett?
I don't mean it. I don't mean that.
What do you say?
Well, I've kind of made the answer terrible because Lassie is not a female dog, but a male dog.
With a female name, right.
With a female name. However, that was my first thought, and I said Lassie.
Lassie is a good answer, Joey. Lassie is a good answer. Leave him alone now. Okay, Brett, what do you say?
Just leave him alone because I said Lassie.
Lassie is a good answer, certainly. I am not wearing a rug, the sign says. The woman on my right is. On my right is. Oh, I see. She is wearing a rug.
This is a rug.
I see.
Lassie is not a female dog. It's a male's dog with a female's name, but I thought of that first.
That's very good. That is the answer, apparently. Yes.
Tell him.
Well, I didn't want to give any particular dog billing, so I just said his dog.
His dog, right. All right. Now, Richard may have an answer that pleases you.
Well, I know one thing that's going to please Leslie. I said Brett.
Only because you're a woman of honor. Oh, yes, I didn't try to get out of it earlier on. It didn't work, then it won't work now.
That's why. I know that she's a lady of honor. The
And
guy is wasting his time.
Right.
And that's why I mentioned Brett.
Right.
Did she buy it?
Yeah, she bought it. I think she's
No,
convinced.
she
She did not convinced. Now, speaking of dogs... Hello, Fanny.
Take that back, sir.
I take that back.
Oh, he probably missed it.
Isn't that Rin Tin Tin on your chest?
Well, this is Mickey Mouse.
Oh, Mickey Mouse,
The dog
of
that
course.
saved Hollywood.
Yes. I'm happy that you said that. You don't share a dressing room with Brett and get slapped in the face when she's unhappy. I gave the safe answer, Lassie.
Lassie, okay. So there we go. One for Leslie. And now, Keith, let's see what we've got in store for you. Brunhilde the opera singer said, "Last night, I hit the highest note of my career when in the middle of my solo, the tenor put a blank down my dress." At the highest note of my career, when the tenor put a blank down my dress. All right. Here we go to Keith Collins. Put it in the slot, Charles, and away we go.
All right, man.
All right.
Boy.
Here we are with Mr. Rugmaker. Keith, Brunhilde the opera singer said, last night I hit the highest note of my career when in the middle of my solo, the tenor put a blank down my dress.
A chord.
A what?
A chord.
A chord. You mean as in a piece of line or
Music.
rope?
Music.
A musical chord? Is the rug making business a lucrative one?
Yeah, it was.
I hope so.
Oh, wow.
All right, Joey, here we go. He said a chord.
I figured out how the audience gets in there. They don't have any tickets. Somebody stands outside and says, do you know how to boo? They say, yeah, come on in.
Yeah, they know how to yay, too.
Now, in this particular question, you have to go from one extreme to another.
Right.
It could either have been something very cold,
right,
or something very hot.
Right.
So I said...
Or slippery.
Well...
Watch it.
You mean like a fish? Is that what
Yeah,
you think?
right.
Okay. Well, at any rate, I put ice cube, and then in and then I put ice cube. Very good.
And you?
I put piece of ice.
Piece of ice. Okay, that's good. Charles? Yes, sir? It's morning.
I know it's not.
Once again, the day is dawning.
She is such a sick woman. I put an ice cube from the drinking song.
From the drinking song. Drink, drink.
That's from a person who's well-adjusted.
Okay, Elizabeth Allen.
Yes.
And then hit the highest note of my career when in the middle of my solo, the tenor put a blank down my dress, and he said chord.
And I went with cold.
Ice cube.
Ice cube.
You understand it now, Keith, don't you?
Definitely.
Okay, you'll understand it more a little bit later now.
No, an ice chord would have been excellent. I said ice cube.
An ice chord, that would be terrific. Hello there, honey child.
Hi there, sweetie. Well, I tried to personalize it. And I put goldfish.
Yeah. Did that ever happen to you, Fanny?
Middle of summertime.
No.
Oh. All right. Well, now there we are. End of round one, 1-0 in favor of Leslie. Round two coming up after these messages for you. Guess what comes after round one?
Because you're nice.
Round two, right? Here we go. Leslie, you're ahead, so you go first. A or B?
A or B? I'll take A again.
You want A? Here we go.
Another one, please.
A. Everyone at the party was amazed when Gloria got drunk and stood on her head in the blank. They were amazed. She got drunk, stood on her head in the blank. Now we come to Leslie. Leslie, everyone at the party was amazed when Gloria got drunk and stood on her head in the...
I don't like that question either. Punch bowl?
Punch bowl is all right. They like it. All the winos are applauding. What have you got?
I not only don't like the question, I'm not too crazy about my answer.
Well, we may agree with you.
Well, I said in the toilet. Only one idiot out there is booing me now. One,
right.
same guy.
Bunch of weirdos. Now, miss.
I said in the naked.
In the naked. Looking for a punch bowl, Charles.
You what?
Want a punch bowl?
There you go.
Atta boy. One punch bowl for the little lady. Well, that's something they have at parties, isn't it? Punch bowls. Elizabeth Allen, what do you got? Everyone is a maid, go out drunk and stood on her head in the punch bowl.
In the punch bowl, in the nude.
In the nude. You took it one step further. Now, Fanny, honey?
Well, I tried to personalize it.
Again?
Punch bowl!
Bowl. There we go. 3 for you. You better go to work here, Keith.
I know.
All right. Now, you haven't matched... Let's see. You haven't matched anyone yet, so everybody plays. Weird Willie said... He says, whenever I want good luck, I eat a lucky sandwich. It's a blank between 2 pieces of bread. That's what a lucky sandwich is. There it is, in case you want to review it. All right. Now, Keith Collins, Weird Willie said, whenever I want good luck, I eat a lucky sandwich. You know what a lucky sandwich is? It's a blank between 2 pieces of bread.
I'm going to try a shamrock.
A shamrock. That's not bad. He says he eats a shamrock between two pieces of bread. What do you say, Joey?
Boy, nothing personal, but I'd bet my life you'd have said rabbit's foot.
Yeah. Rabbit's foot is a very good answer. You got one?
Sure. They're a little crunchy, but they're tasty with ketchup. I said a pair of dice.
Paradise? That'll do it. What came to your foot?
I'm Irish.
Yes?
So, an Irish rabbit's foot.
An Irish rabbit foot. When he said, I'm Irish, I always thought you were going to say shamrock there. He's looking for a little shamrock, four-leaf clover.
No, I went with a Irish rabbit's foot.
Yes. There are no vegetarians over here, Keith. What do you say?
A horseshoe.
Horseshoe's good.
Great sandwich.
Right. You've got to cook them very well, though, before you
very
put
slowly.
them slowly for a
And
long
get 'em
time.
off the horse
Simmer, right, that's indeed.
That's the first step.
Yes. Now, Fanny, look at the little shamrock here.
Well, you won't believe this, but I think I had it.
Four-leaf
right?
clover is a shamrock. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Now we go to round 3 here. At the end of round 2, scores 3-1 in favor of Leslie. Leslie, you're ahead. We'll ask you to go first.
I'll try B this time, Gene.
Okay? B. Charles, you do not play. Richard does not play. Fanny does not play. The first time ugly Edna saw herself in the mirror, she got so scared, not only did the hair on her head stand on end, but so did the hair on her blank. Okay?
I just got to think for a second. So did the hair on her.
Yeah.
Blank.
So did the hair. She got so scared, not only did the hair on her head stand on end, but so did the hair on her blank. Okay. Here we go. Leslie, first time ugly Edna saw herself in the mirror, she got so scared, not only did the hair on her head stand on end, but so did the hair on her blank.
Well, I had 2 answers, but I'm going to go with the hair on her chest.
Hair on her chest, okay?
I said the hair on her legs.
Legs would be a logical answer.
See?
Right. Let's see now.
I play,
You played, indeed, you do.
and I had chest and threw it out. That was when I said it was not realistic enough and said the hair on her upper lip.
Oh.
Isn't that a shame?
She's looking for hair on the chest, Elizabeth Allen. What do you
No,
say?
I'm sorry. I went with legs.
Legs. Okay. Now we come to Keith, and he's got to match 2 to tie and 3 to win. And this is it. Fanny does not play. She's the only one who does not. Everyone in Jericho laugheth at Joshua, for when he did bloweth his trumpet, his blanketh came tumbling down. Yea, verily, I say unto ye, everyone in Jericho laugheth at Joshua, for when he did bloweth his trumpet, his blanketh come tumbling down. All right, put it in the slot. And we'll come over here to Keith Collins.
His pants.
What's that?
His pants.
You don't even want me to read it
Nope.
again. That's
Nope.
it. Okay. I thought I read it kind of good there, Keith. I thought you might let me read it one more time, but he won't let me read it again. What do you say?
Would you ask Keith to stop doing this to me as you walk over? I have pants.
Well, there's a 3-2 score.
He wasn't wearing anything underneath them either. Trousers.
Trousers. Tie score. One more
Would
pair
you
of
read it
breeches.
again?
Everyone in Jericho laugheth at Joshua, for when he did bloweth his trumpet, his blanketh came tumbling down.
His panteth.
His panteth came tumbling down. That wins the game. What the rest of you have there? What do you have there? Okay, come on down, Keith. Right around over here, attaboy. Now, stand right there on the adhesive tape, and I'll say goodbye to Leslie.
Thank you very much.
Got some gifts for you together with our thanks.
Super. It's been my pleasure.
Pleasure
Thank
to meet you, Leslie. Goodbye, my dear. There she goes. You're always spinning her off. We're going to spin these messages just for you. Hello. Here we go. You ready, Keith? All right. Now, you can win a lot of money here. In the Big Money Super Match, you can win over $10,000. To do that, we have 2 audience matches for you. And I want to point out to you that whatever you win in these audience matches, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10, and that'll be the final dollar figure that you'll be playing for. Here we go. We polled a studio audience not too long ago, and we got their best response to this. Pardon blank. Now, it's $500 for you if you match the answer they gave most frequently $250 for their second most popular answer, and then $100 for the third. And you can get some help from our celebrities. You call on them one at a time. 3 of them. Richard.
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
That's really all I need. Charles.
What's that?
Pardon me, boy.
Pardon me, boy.
Is that the Chattanooga Choo-Choo?
And Fanny.
You know, I was thinking the other day about this movie. It was called Pardon My Dust.
Pardon My Dust is the name of a motion picture.
She's going to have a baby.
Pardon Me and Pardon Me Boy. Those are the 3. Do you want one of those?
Yes.
Which one?
Pardon me.
Okay. Let's see if we got Pardon Me up there anywhere, beginning down at the bottom and revealing the $100 response. Pardon me. Okay.
It's too late. They already did.
That's right. Okay, let's see if we got Pardon Me under the $250 number.
Pardon Ford. Oh.
Pardon my French. Not a bad one now that I see it up there. Okay. Last chance for Pardon Me. Slide it, Earl. Hey. Yes, yes. You got another 500. Now this means the least you'll be playing for is 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Now we're going to see how much more you can win with your second audience match. Okay, Earl, let her rip. Blank Burns. Whom do you call on?
Richard.
George Burns.
A 1?
I'll go with the same 3, Charles.
Don't look at me, hon.
Oh, no, I'll be all right in a minute.
Robert Burns. Robert Burns.
With some powder the gift.
Yeah, I'll get it. Pardon my French. I'll get it. Je crois la moi. Pardon Burns. Boring. But I'm in a bind. Robert Burns.
Oh, terrific. Just came to you, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Robert Burns.
And Fanny.
Bernadette. No, I didn't mean to.
Joey.
No,
No,
I
no,
have
Fanny's got it.
one. I really do have one. 3rd degree.
3rd degree burns. Okay, there they are. 3rd degree burns, George Burns, Robert Burns. Choose one or give us one of your own.
I like George.
Okay. Let's find out if George Burns is under the $100 response. May we see it, please? Robert Burns. All right, now let's roll over to the $250 response. Sideburns. Last chance for George Burns. Here's the $500 number. Yes, there is. Attaboy. Listen, you want another 500, multiply that by 10, another 5, add that to the previous 5. You got a pot of $10,000 to shoot for. We'll be more than glad to give you the money if you match one celebrity exactly.
Richard.
Okay, stand on the tape and face me. And here it is. It's worth $10,000. Get your ESP going over to Dawson now. Think. Here it is. Mighty Blank. Mighty Blank. He's finished. We need an answer from you, which in your judgment will match his. If it does, you get the $10,000. What do you say? Mighty
Mouse.
Mouse. Well, at least the audience thinks you're right. We hope Richard thought of it. Richard, he says Mighty Mouse will match you for $10,000.
It would have been mighty fine if I'd had it. Oh, I do. Yes.
Oh! You got $11,000. Who's that down there?
That's my mother. My mother's in the red, right there clapping. My mother's in the beige. My grandmother's on the left. My aunt's on the right. Mrs. Barbara Cooks is right behind them.
And they just spent all your money.
And it's okay.
All right, while he's celebrating, we're going to spin these messages just for you. Join us next week for Match Game PM. We'll have more money to give away and more enchanting celebrities like these. Goodbye, Gene Rayburn here. So long.
Some contestants will receive cool comforts from Frederick. Including towing and starting. Call any service station for all your costs. Darling, join my club. And Bardol Oil Supplement. Its exclusive polar attraction formula bonds to critical surfaces, reducing friction and wear in the car's engine. Bardol, run with us. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game PM, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.